We can now bring in our international affairs commentator, Douglas Herbert. Doug, great to see you as always. And now, in a statement from the French Foreign Ministry released about an hour or so ago, it reiterated that President Bazoum is Niger's a legitimate leader. Is Paris burying its head in the sand here?
Do you mean, are they denying the reality of the coup? No, I don't think so. Look, Emmanuel Macron himself, French president, has used the language military coup d'etat. It's not that they're in denial that it's a coup. What I think France's position right now is that this is still a work in progress. As the French foreign minister, Catherine Colonna, had put it earlier, this isn't over yet. And she believes that there is still a possible way out for those in the military leadership, the military brass, those who have so far allied themselves with the putschists. There's still a way out for them to heed the urgings, the warnings of those in the international community calling on Niger to restore its president to power, its democratically elected president, and its democratic institutions. Now, you might say, given what we're hearing, right, these generals, one after another, seem to be really hunkering down. They haven't shown any signs of wavering. If anything, they seem like they're trying to get in for the long haul. So given that, you might say, well, France is just whistling into the wind. You know, the damage is done. Whether they like it or not, it's a coup d'etat. It's over. Now get on with it. Live with it. But that's not going to happen. We just heard, Sam telling us that the EU, the regional West African regional bloc there, everyone's condemning this. And beyond condemning it, they're putting their money where their mouth is. The EU is basically has threatened to suspend all of its budgetary support for Niger, which is nothing to sneeze at. And the United Nations has also suspended its humanitarian aid. The UN Security Council is going to be holding a closed emergency session later today in New York at the urging of three members, I believe, including three non-voting members, including Gabon and Ghana, to condemn this putsch. And you're also having the EU and ECOWAS. ECOWAS is going to be holding a summit this Sunday at which sanctions might be announced. So there's really a sense right now, when I say a work in progress, while it is a coup d'etat, while there's been a military overthrow of the democratically elected president, there's a sense that things are still in play and that perhaps yet there could be an unexpected turn of events if enough pressure is brought to bear either from within Niger or from without.
While you were speaking, Niger's army spokesperson has said that on state TV that the country's constitution has been suspended and institutions dissolved in that country.
So they're doubling down, right?
They're doubling down.
They're hunkering down. They're not showing signs of yielding, of giving way to the international pressure being brought to bear on them.
So that mediation effort clearly still up in the air. Doug, I wanted to ask you something else because yesterday you and I spoke about a picture of the Wagner boss, Yevgeny Prigozhin, over on the sidelines of that Russia-Africa summit in St. Petersburg. He has commented on his Telegram channel, or on a Telegram channel, I believe, saying that it was about time something like this happened in Niger.
It's, the dynamic with the Russians in Africa right now, and especially the Wagner mercenary group, which has been extremely prominent in Mali, propping up, the junta there, and also gaining a foothold more and more in Burkina Faso, another Sahel region country that saw a recent coup, and now Prigozhin being seen in these photographs, which are, observers team verified as authentic photographs, not digitally trumped up photographs of him really at a hotel right near the summit site, shaking hands with a member. You can see it there, shaking hands with a member of with the chief of protocol, actually, for the Central African Republic president, which suggests that Prigozhin has his own game going here, and that his troops are very much still present in Africa, and if anything, building forces. Hundreds of new Wagner mercenaries reportedly arrived in the Central African Republic in the past couple of weeks, and in Mali. There's also, earlier this month, a lot of Wagner groups. They're building up their presence, which opens up the question when we say that Russia and the West are vying for influence. It also looks like Prigozhin and Putin are vying for influence, because officially Putin's on the record as calling for the restoration of Bazoum to power, while it seems that Prigozhin is welcoming his coup against Bazoum. So watch this space once again. It's fascinating.
It's fascinating because yesterday itself we had pro-coup demonstrators taking to the streets, burning French flags, waving the
and waving Russian
flag.
Yes.
So it's
Russians seem to have a lot of sympathy there, growing sympathy perhaps.